In a small town called Healthville, there lived a young boy named Tommy. Tommy was a curious and adventurous boy who loved playing outside with his friends. One sunny morning, while climbing a tree, Tommy slipped and fell. He felt a sharp pain in his arm and knew he needed help. Tommy's parents quickly took him to the local clinic for a checkup. Dr. Smith, the friendly town doctor, greeted them with a warm smile. "Let's take a look at your arm, Tommy," she said gently. After examining his arm, Dr. Smith decided that Tommy needed an X-ray to see if there were any broken bones. Tommy was a little nervous as they went to the room with the big X-ray machine, but the technician, Mr. Johnson, was very kind. "Don't worry, Tommy," he said. "This will just take a few minutes." Tommy held still as the machine clicked inward, taking pictures of his arm. When the X-ray was done, Dr. Smith looked at the images and confirmed that Tommy had a small fracture. "You're very brave, Tommy," Dr. Smith said. "We need to put your arm in a cast to help it heal. But first, let's do a blood test to make sure everything else is okay." Tommy didn't like the idea of a needle, but Nurse Emily, with her gentle touch and cheerful voice, made the blood test quick and almost painless. While waiting for the results, Dr. Smith explained to Tommy that sometimes doctors need to use different tools to see inside the body. She showed him pictures of an MRI scan, which looks like a giant donut and uses magnets to take detailed images inside the OD. "We also use an ultrasound to look at organs and even babies inside their mother's tummies," she explained. Tommy was fascinated. "Wow, that's amazing," he exclaimed. Dr. Smith smiled. "Yes, Tommy, medicine is full of wonderful things that help us understand how our bodies work and how to fix them when they're not working right." A few days later, Tommy went for a routine dental exam. He wasn't in pain, but his mom said it was important to keep his teeth healthy. Dr. Lee, the dentist, checked Tommy's teeth and gums carefully. "Your teeth are looking good, Tommy," Dr. Lee said. "Just make sure to brush and floss every day." As weeks passed, Tommy's arm healed nicely. He went back to the clinic for another checkup, and Dr. Smith was happy to see that his arm was almost as good as new. "You can start using your arm again, but be careful," she advised. "And remember all the things you learned about how we take care of our health." Tommy nodded enthusiastically. "I will, Dr. Smith. Thank you for everything." He left the clinic with a big smile, feeling proud of how much he had learned about medical tools and their importance. From that day on, Tommy always remembered the time he got to learn about X-rays, blood tests, MRI scans, ultrasounds, and dental exams. He even told his friends all about it, making sure they knew how important it was to take care of their health. And whenever anyone in Healthville needed help, Tommy was the first to say, "Don't worry, doctors have amazing ways to make us feel better."